What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Parasyte, this time with episode 5 and 6. Really looking forward to today. As you guys know, I've been absolutely loving this series so far. We had a couple of very interesting episodes last month with the silver, I think it was silver hair, the purplish kind of silvery haired woman, who is quickly become one of my favourite characters. Really loved her. Nice to see that she's still on the show. Unfortunately, she is going to be away from the school, so I don't think we'll see quite as much, but we did end off last episode with Shinichi's parents actually going on a trip away, so yeah, don't feel great about that situation. To be honest, I wouldn't have felt great either way. If they stayed at home, they're in danger. If they go away, I think they're probably in slightly more danger, but I guess we'll find out. Let me know what you guys think about this episode down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these reactions. And let's get into it. I'm guessing this is them on their way out. No. Goes on a date, and she is a parasite. Oh god. Almost perfect timing actually for her to put that on. Not that I think it matters. Yeah. Are we gonna see the head change? So that's what the belt's for. Well, there is a difference. Not much, to be fair. Let's see if this works. They said it was risky in the last couple episodes. Was that successful then? I'm not sure if they explained why it was risky, but they did say it was like one of the riskier things you can do as a parasite, to try and relocate and switch heads, but they said it was possible, so. Now, you must, I mean, he only had a brief few moments of consciousness before he ended up getting killed there, but you must think, wow, what kind of guy am I that I ended up dating? Fucking parasite. That's what I'd be thinking. I'd be like, wow, I'm really that shit that all I can pull is parasites and not real women. It's still very interesting, that shot with that woman there, the previous substitute teacher. Like, is that her next to her? Also, I really like that scene last week with her and her actual mother. It's quite sad, but that was a nice scene. That wasn't nice. It's completely opposite, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. I wish there was just like one button I could press to mute that. We know what she means by that. Adapting to your body's situation. The body is very good at doing that. And we've seen evidence of that a few times. We've seen that happen a few times. Episode 2. And he shouted at the kid at school. Episode 3. Well, they're not wrong, actually. And you did say you would eat people, though. Episode 2, those bullies, you said you'd eat them. So, that's a lie. I think that was more of a threat than an actual, like a threat without teeth, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, here we go again. These bullies are a bit older. Or pose. Oh shit, punched. Oh, they moved him. I don't know idea what that is. Oh, okay. Oh, these creatures can't fathom that, are they? They're the complete opposite. And this does prove that. As much as I said he proved that he's not exactly human still, he also does prove that he is still human, of course. He is mostly human. I don't think his mind will change massively, but we will see these little changes, won't we? Continue to affect him. Just use it, bro. Just do it. Couldn't Miggy like... Couldn't Miggy, just to think for a sec, couldn't Miggy like not expose himself but just like turn Zumi's fist into a normal looking fist, but we know they can use like the iron within the body to create these sharp objects. Why don't we just turn the fist into like a fistful of iron, and then that we can, yeah, we can hide it being a fucking parasite that way while beating up these bullies. I guess Miggy might still be asleep, so maybe that's why he's not come out. There is a literal threat to his existence, so I'm not sure what Miggy's up to right now, actually. But yeah, surely that's a possibility, right? Are you guys not doing the exact same to the guy over there? Oh shit, is she a fucking parasite? Is she not a parasite? What was that about? How did she? Is that just like? Is that just like when you look into the eyes of like an animal or a beast, and you realize, yeah, that's someone that fucking that's a creature that will just kill you instantly. Is it like that? Do you reckon? She just looked at him and he didn't have human eyes, or do you reckon she actually had like the attentiveness of that purple / grey haired woman? Dark eyes. Oh, do you reckon she's in a similar circumstance, and can maybe her brain's not changed or been affected, but she has a parasite, do you reckon? That's why she's able to tell. But surely her parasite would have told him there's a parasite coming, so I don't think she is in the same boat. But who knows, bro? Who knows? We'll find out. Interesting. If she is a full parasite, then she's very good at blending in. I don't think she is. Again, I think Miggy might have said something by now. Good point. Hey, what are they doing to her? Just slice these guys, bro. Cut their feet off. Don't kill them. Cut their feet off. Miggy, where are you at, bro? Yeah, that's, we've got to remember its best interests. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's pretty interesting no one's questioning and talking to himself right now. But yeah, that's the thing as well, Miggy, there's also a psychological aspect to these fights. If... Oh, fuck. Shit. Miggy, just do what I said earlier, just make it into a fist, but put the fucking metal in there as well, come on. Shouldn't be too hard to do, should it? God, what's this now? Oh my god, the whole school! Let's fucking pummel these guys! Yes. Hey, let's go. Bro, there's like 50 people here. What is this guy on about? Even don't give a fuck about how strong you are. There's 50 people right in front of you. Jesus. But yeah, as I was talking about a minute ago, there's also the psychological aspect, Miggy, in especially with humans. Oh god, he's still got the wee stains on him. Not going very well, is it? Ah, okay. So is that much of a difference? Okay. Still got the bloody piss stains. What about the other one? Oh, the other one's in perfect shape. How did that happen? I don't know about that actually. I feel like it might be surprising. Like the nature of humanity has gone into a point where people like don't expect other people to do nice things, and you do get taught. I remember being taught as a kid in like school and such to always look after yourself and look out for your best interests and such, which I think you should definitely do. But I do feel I think I'm a person who is very empathetic. I do, and I especially did care too much for like other people, and I'm one that did need to get taught about the maybe be a bit more selfish and such. I almost saw it as like my whole life was almost like for other people in a sense, but yeah, I do feel like you need a bit of that to be like a good person. You need to be a little bit like selfless and understand other people and what they want and their dreams and so on. I think it's kind of sad. Like I said, you get taught that you should be like selfish and look out for your best interests, but I'm not sure if that's any kind of world you want to live in. Like you get told as an adult, it's like ruthless out there. You got to look after your money, blah blah blah. But I mean, that's how things actually are. I think you can be a good, nice, empathetic person and have a good, like, solid life. But people will definitely try and take advantage of that. That's the issue, isn't it? People that take advantage of that. I saw a fucking video on Twitter yesterday that pissed me off of some woman's house, and she had a kind of rack for delivery drivers with like loads of sweets and snacks and drinks, and just one guy just decided to take everything on the whole rack that was meant for everybody. And it's just like selfish people like that I really fucking hate, like down at the core. I just like, can you not understand that you were one of the many people that are passing by here and you've left the next man nothing? And yeah, but because people are like that, it's kind of hard to be kind of selfless and nice to strangers and such, because there's so many people out there that are just selfish bastards like that. That video really fucking pissed me off. I don't know if you can get arrested for that because like she's given out stuff, but I feel like that warrants arrest. Maybe not a long arrest or anything, but yeah, it's hard being an actual nice person in our world. Maybe what I'm trying to say here, because like I said, you just get people take advantage of you. Again, I did used to steal a bit, like from shops and stuff when I was a kid, but I never stole from any of my friends or any person. I don't know, I guess I saw it differently from like stealing from a franchise shop. I eventually got caught and never stole again. But my friends and people I knew, parties I went to, everyone would just be stealing off each other. It really weirded me out. Like, why do people do this? Stealing from people with the same breed / same disadvantages and struggles in life that you have, you're stealing from them. In some cases, people stole from people who are worse off than other people, and I just thought, what's really fucking weird that is. I thought I'd get to see the good stuff. What is the deal with this girl as well, by the way? Is she like the leader of these guys? No, we're not. I guess she hasn't actually done anything, but like, what's her deal? Yeah, the way this is going, maybe she does have a Miggy situation. Why is she so attentive to this stuff? If that is the case, how come Miggy hasn't told us? Yeah. Which is like, how? Really? What the fuck? How is she so attentive? She's just a normal human. maybe because she's so attentive, that means she can hide hers better because she realizes what the signs are and stuff. Interesting. Oh shit! It really happened that quickly? I mean, I never felt good about this. Oh, as if it was the guy that pissed himself as well. Oh my god. I mean, again, the opening kind of spoiled that, so it's not as big of a twist. But you know what? They actually done, considering the fact, I like to pause a lot on this show, again, apologies. Considering the fact that the opening actually spoiled that for us. What's going to happen to the dad? Because the dad is just going to die then? Yeah, considering the opening spoiled us, they actually done a pretty good job making that a shocking moment just like coming out of nowhere in this episode, to be honest with you. Wow. Yeah, I guess. Oh, wow, that really fucking sucks, that does. That quickly as well. I thought there might be like, I don't know, something. Might see them like just have like a nice time or something before she gets killed. But again, it was inevitable. But yeah, that does question like what will happen with the dad. I think it was a case of if the dad was like in a situation where it could only be her that gets parasited up, and then he comes back and like everything's fine. He'd find out eventually, as we saw with a couple of episodes ago with the substitute teacher woman and her mother. I'm pretty sure Parasyte's just going to kill him. Still alive. Impressive. And he somehow managed to say nothing. What's the matter? Oh dear. But again, I feel like if it's probably one of those situations where if they did not go and they stayed here, something similar might have happened eventually anyway. Awful. Kind of hard to rest when you get a phone call like that. Not really. I don't think it's going to be a battle. I feel like this is going to be his mum. And mum's home. Yeah, we've got the keys. Perhaps a Parasyte could also replicate keys, I don't know. Yeah. Mum's home. My head's gonna come open, isn't it? Now he's just deluding himself. I mean, that life isn't taking up much space, Miggy. Oh, fuck. So, I was wrong about, I mentioned something about the scar earlier on in the series, didn't I? I said, if a parasite takes you over, it might be in their like best interest to heal a scar, but well, maybe not, but evidently not, but because they see that as like an injury, you feel like with these things they're like they repair themselves. We haven't really seen that happen, to be honest with you, so far, but like you imagine if they had like a cut on their hand, they'd try and fix it. They'd put like nutrients and whatever there to fix it as quick as possible. I was thinking that might be the same as scar. They might interpret that as like an injury, but I guess not. Yeah, pretty awesome episode, wasn't it? I mean, very much a shame. Very much a shame. Love seeing the bullies get there. But we didn't even see it, which is also a bit of a shame. I would have liked to seen a bit more of those guys actually getting beat up, but just knowing that it happened is good enough. But yeah, quite a disastrous end to the episode, of course, wasn't it? Inevitable, but yeah, still disastrous. And I think we got actual confirmation of Izumi actually mentally changing today as well. Okay, evidently we see him healed up here. Cool. The sun rises again. I think we can all assume that he was actually going to die there after getting stabbed, because he's the main character. I feel like that's always a flaw with a lot of shows in general, isn't it? It's just like, oh, you kind of always know the main character's going to survive. There's something you can't really get past, to be honest, isn't it? But yeah, he's like I said earlier, maybe Miggy kind of pours all the stuff needed to heal, like concentrates it more and such. I don't really know. I imagine there's probably easier. I imagine it's a lot quicker as a parasite person to heal than it would be for a normal human. I mean, we see their heads literally like spiral off and then go back straight into place. So you imagine healing wouldn't be too big a job. But yeah, again, lots of interesting questions brought up in this episode. One of the most interesting things, honestly, for me is what the hell's the deal with the girl that's with the bullies? One, why is she with them? She seems like a decent enough girl. So like, is she like their leader? Is she just there? Like, what's the deal with that? Is she like the sister to one of them, perhaps, or something? But most interestingly is like, how is she this attentive to I mentioned it earlier, the fact that when you look into a beast or an animal eyes, especially like a predator, you can tell they've got that like killer instinct. They've got the eye of the tiger. That's what that song's all about. They've got the eye of the tiger. They don't have that human kind of empathetic look in their eyes. They've got a look in their eyes that say, I'm the predator, I'm going to kill you. Perhaps that's what it is. Or again, maybe it's the case where she has something similar to Miggy, but maybe she's had it longer, or maybe she gets on better with it. Maybe they've got a better symbiosis. Is that what it's called? I don't fucking know. There's a lot of scientific terms you could probably use in the show that I've got no idea about. But yeah, maybe she's had it longer or something. She's more experienced, and the fact that she's so attentive means that she can also make up for her what would be lack of attentiveness by kind of hiding it. It goes without saying, if you can spot something easier, you like. If you can spot someone's like an imposter, you should you'd be better at covering up the fact that you were in a similar position, if that makes any sense. So maybe she might have something like this. I don't know. I'm not ruling out anything yet. There's plenty of possibilities, isn't there? But yeah, massive shame about Shinichi's mother, of course. I was about to say just before she died, she got a lovely voice actor. She's just really good at like sounding like a really lovely mum. But yeah, do let me know you guys for this episode in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And we'll get straight into episode 6. Okay, let's get straight into episode 6. If no adverts, cool. Man, it was always gonna be super fucking hard for Shinichi to kill his mum as soon as he sees her. Because we all know he should have, but I don't think it's one of those things where people get pissed off at stuff like that. They're like, "Oh, he should have just attacked her and killed her instantly." That's what Miggy told him to do. But I think people like that, I think they're actually put in a situation where their mother appeared before them, even if you know it's no longer her, just the image of her. I think a majority of people wouldn't be able to do anything. So yeah. One of those things where everyone thinks they know what's best to do in like an action situation. They always know the right thing to do from the perspective of the viewer, but they never actually put themselves in that situation properly. Yeah, there it was. And this is the site that Miggy never got to saw. Is that the girl from that scene, or is that the new girl? Bloody advert. Sorry guys. I had one day last week where they didn't actually put adverts on. Like, it was so awesome. It was so awesome. Oh, fuck you. You gotta struggle. Was that to the heart? It looked pretty central. Interesting. Interesting. So what actually happened there? So Miggy, did he act as a heart then? Is he replacing the heart? He's obviously said he's going back to his right hand, so it'll be the right hand still. But is he also going to be Shinichi's heart? That would be terrible, to be honest, really, wouldn't it? I mean, it's not that different actually. Miggy has always had he wouldn't, but he's always had the option of just killing Shinichi, if you know what I'm saying. He could just slit his throat at any point. So I thought it was bad because he was the heart. You could just stop beating and kill him instantly. But I don't actually think he did become the heart. I think he's just forming operations surrounding it and repairing it, as he said with the cells there. Yeah, he just repaired it, so he's not actually like in place of the heart. I don't think anyway. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I don't actually think he's like acting as his heart. Maybe he did for a minute there, just to like resuscitate and get the blood flowing and such, so that it could heal. And maybe he's like going to be repairing it for a while, but I don't actually think he's like part of the heart right now. I don't think could be the case. Not 100% sure. But pretty handy that he's actually managed to successfully accomplish it, because it means in the future it could be a possibility as well. We get into any trouble, which I'm sure we will. Wow, look who's pissed off about that. Sugar and I said sugar and salt. Water and salt. Water and sugar. Sorry. Lovely. So just keeping him. Yeah, how long has he been like this? Bloody hell. Just keeping him healthy, I guess. Looks very skinny facial wise now, doesn't it? How long exactly has it been? Oh shit. What is this now as well? So maybe it is a thing of like, the more Miggy becomes a part of him, again he might become part of the heart there. This is what I was talking about with the scars. I mean, I guess eyesight is different from scars, but... Well, that's a hell of a scar as well there, by the way. Why is he looking kind of ripped now as well? I guess Miggy changed quite a bit there. Oh, is his dad okay? Okay, cool. Let's just hope the mum don't find out. Oh, wow, how wrong you are. How wrong this nurse is. Alright, it looks different without the glasses. It looks very different. It's got that Leon Kennedy jacket on as well. Funnily enough, I watched an episode of Breaking Bad last night, and they referenced Resident Evil, Left 4 Dead, and something else that I can't remember. I'll kill her. I'll kill my own mother. Sorry guys, I'm just going to make 100% sure I put the music back on. Cool. He did. Again, pretty fucking impressive he survived. You gonna tell him how she got murdered? So it's quite funny. Pretty sure these guys are human, but they all also kind of have that kind of unhuman look to them. If that makes any sense. Like they aren't really there. I think that's just because of the nature of their job, so I don't think it's because they're parasites. And he's in excellent condition, isn't he? No tears because there is a more powerful emotion within you, right? And I think that maybe comes a little bit from yeah, you know what? I think that maybe comes from, again, the changes that we spoke about a few times, the eating the bullies in episode 2 and so on. We didn't see it too much in the bully part in the last episode, but I think that is another. I think the more his body changes, his arm changed, but now his heart and his eyesight has changed as well. I think the more he changes body-wise, the more his mind will kind of coincide with that. Will adapt to his body situation now. And I think that might be evident here in the fact that he said he had no tears. Again, I said that there's more powerful emotion consuming right now, which I think is anger and want of revenge, isn't it? Against the parasite that took over his mum. Whereas again, lots of people would just be super depressed and crying their eyes out and such. But I feel like that isn't just because he's super angry. I think it's because the way the parasite works. I don't think the parasite really has too much emotion or anything in that regard either. It's just a kind of well, I wouldn't say like a killer machine per se, but very unemotional towards that type of stuff. Maybe that's his brain making him slightly more unemotional, and the maybe not anger driven, because I'm not really sure these parasites have two emotions in general, but just like the necessity for revenge or to kill the predator in this case from the parasite's point of view. Maybe that's also what's driving it a bit more. I didn't really word that the best, but hopefully you get what I'm saying there. Okay, 11:30. I don't think it's going to be too long before we see the mum though. Right now, I have a horrible feeling that the mum's going to bump into that girl that we met on the boat. They actually managed to brainwash him. Easy to brainwash someone that's easily taken advantage of in a situation like this, though, isn't it? I guess, especially if it's something like this, where it really is very unrealistic. But it did actually happen, so. I was gonna say it'd be nice if he could just say like, yeah, it's this. His dad would freak out, but we're your security. Oh wow, he actually is leaving? Why did he leave it? I feel like he should sleep with his dad, so he can be a security. How are we going to know if his mum comes here if he's at a hotel? 300 meters. It's not far, but and maybe Miggy might be able to sense. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like for me, I'd take the safe route and just sleep in the hospital. What's that girl again? I now have even worse feelings for this girl. I now feel like even more so she's in danger. Another change right there. You could hear her feet. Yeah, like not even like walking up the steps, but like the skin kind of pinching the steps. You could hear. Crazy. Again, maybe like I said, maybe that girl that we saw last episode. Maybe this is like the point that she's advanced to as well, perhaps. Or maybe she might have been able to get rid of it, but the changes still stayed with her. I don't know. So many possibilities. Really? Yeah, so now he needs sleep. Oh shit. So we got to kind of take turns sleeping now? Interesting. So as he becomes more like the parasite, the parasite becomes more like a human. Really are kind of becoming one. Understandably. How sad little Miggy looked. Okay, so as I said, I feel like we probably have to like sleep in shifts now. Like we'll give Miggy some sleep during the day, and then Shinichi sleeps during the night. And they can keep 24-hour surveillance on this 300-meter radius. Interesting as to know why he hasn't questioned why his son hasn't got his glasses on. Perhaps that can just be a bit of an odd time for your son to start using contact lenses, but I guess you could maybe excuse it with that. Oh shit. This girl seems lovely as well, doesn't she? So stay away, please. And is this even her is another good question. What if this is not her and then she turns up 300 meters in the other direction? And you'll never know. So what's this, a seawall? Is this to prevent against erosion? Yes, leave her behind. That's not her. That's not. It's like a guy. Wow, he wasn't able to jump that high before, that's for sure. Pretty sure that wasn't her. What? Where'd this episode go? Okay. I feel like I went by very quickly because I want to watch another episode, but I will wait. That's not her, is it? Looks like a guy. But yeah, I'm really interested to hear what Miggy has to say here. Like, evidently, we know something's changed in his eyesight. He looks more jacked, even though, well, Miggy fed him like the necessities when he was out, as we saw him like pumping the water and sugar into his mouth. But yeah, he's massively changed. Like, no one can jump that high just from like a standard jump. So again, like I said, I feel like him and Miggy really are just like come in one. And eventually, like I know they say Miggy wasn't able to take the brain, and they said initially if you can't take the brain, you'll never be able to have it or something along those lines, right? But again, do you reckon that's actually true? Is that something they could ascertain at that point? Like, how would they know if no one's ever got that far? I'm not ruling out that possibility, that because we're obviously seeing it affect Shinichi's brain. We've seen that a few times, but again, it might be less of a kind of takeover and more of a merge, perhaps. Like we see Miggy and Shinichi body-wise are merging big time, strong time right now. Like the jump there, the heart situation, and that's affecting the brain. But again, maybe it's less of a takeover, and it is impossible to now take over for Miggy, but we can merge and kind of become one in a sense. I don't really know. But are you guys seeing this? That looks like a guy, doesn't it? That doesn't look like. Do you reckon his mum's smart enough to do what I said a minute ago in terms of 300 in the 300 meter radius, like a circle, and you're in the middle, and there's one that pops up here right on the edge of your detection. If you then go to it, what was on the edge of your detection is now out of your reach, so she can appear from this direction. Do you reckon she has set this up where another one comes in this direction so she can just swoop in? I'm not sure they're that well, they're obviously smart, but I'm not sure they're that kind of I'm not sure that she'd be able to pull off that, but we don't really know that Parasyte all too well, do we? So they've pulled off a head transition, which in the early episodes was said to be one of the toughest things, and the heart surgery that Miggy performed was even tougher. That was said, wasn't it? So maybe that also goes to show how awesome Miggy is as a Parasyte in that regard. But I'm not sure she could pull this off. But it might be a coincidental thing where this has happened and she appears from that direction. It could be her plan. It could be coincidental. Either way, yeah. If this isn't her, what do we do? Do we just leave, or do we kill this guy? Probably going to kill this guy. But yeah, I'm pretty certain that isn't her, is it? Do let me know what you guys thought about this episode there down in the comment section. Another really good episode there. I felt like it absolutely flew by. Like the new girl that we met on the on the boat. We don't know too much about her, but she seems nice and cute. I think it was quite evident she had an interest in Shinichi from early on as well. Thought he was a handsome guy without his glasses, and yeah, even facial wise, he got like more kind of. I'm not sure if that was due to like him being knocked out for so long, but his like face kind of like mushed up to a more beauty standard, I guess they'd call it nowadays. But yeah, there's a lot of change with Shinichi in these 2 episodes today, hasn't it? Let me know again what you guys thought in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date there. And I'll be back probably sometime next week with episodes 7 and 8.